Hi guys, I don't know what happened there, but I lost a lot of you, or I lost everybody. I froze, but hopefully you've found me again back here. Hello, hi Claire. We'll just wait for some more people to arrive. I've had to pin my hair in a really hilarious way because look what happened. I've like slept on my fringe in a really weird way. It's still frozen. Alex. Hello, Tammy. Alex, are you there? And can you let me know what's going on with the picture? Have I still frozen? Is this working? Oh, you can see me now, Claire. Good. Probs best if you were online before. Just do a refresh of your page. Alex should be joining us today, guys, so we'll wait till she's here and then we'll get started. Ooh. Not frozen here. Good, Tammy. That's great. Oh. Kind of wanted that to be, we're going to need that, aren't we? Let me get this out. Hoopla. See, I'm wearing the Farah boiler suit today. Haven't worn this one yet. It's definitely warmer weather now. Oh, Alex is there. Yay. Hi, Alex. Hi, Lorian. I don't know what happened to them. I rolled my R's. Now I'm hoping my sister has managed to find us. She wanted to join in this time with her children because I sent them one of our packs, which I should show you. If you're just joining in, these now are available. We've got some left still, but I sent one to my sister and her children, so I'm hoping they are joining us. But yeah, they were texting me to be like, we can't get through, we can't find her. So whether they've worked it out or not, I don't know. They'll probably call the landline and Mum will probably come in and be like, Lisa, she can't find you. Right, so what are we doing today? Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad you like the jumpsuit. I do too. It's so nice. I can't wait. I mean, I'm not going out at all today, obviously. I'm dressing up for you guys. But I will be, looking forward to going out in some little white pumps in this. Okay, my sister is in a flap. I am going to have to answer this. This is hilarious. Okay, just 1 second. Any advice to my sister? I've told her to go on our YouTube channel. I don't actually know what happens. Does it just appear? I've got my work phone. I'm going to give her a call. Hopefully you guys can help me get her on. Oh, call failed. Oh, no, I'm not going to give her a call. Let's try WhatsApping. Hi guys, we will start this soon. But my sister has wanted to join this for ages. So I feel like I should. Hello, hi for Sri Lanka. Hi Kim. She just needs to go to her YouTube channel and it will appear. I have told her this, Alex. I think she's even worse than me with technology. We're not even getting through. Let's, she's gonna love this, that basically, like Anna, I'm online now. Come on.
Okay.
Anna, I'm online now with everybody watching.
Lisa, we can't find you. We're very stressed.
I know, Anna, you just go onto our YouTube channel. Everyone here is telling me. You go onto our YouTube channel and we should just appear there.
You're not. We're on the YouTube.
So over it.
We are, Lisa. We're on the So Over It YouTube channel.
She says she's on the YouTube channel. Do a refresh, Anna, of the page. Any other advice for my sister?
Oh God, am I live?
Yes, Anna.
Oh no, how embarrassing. I'm so sorry. We come onto youtube.com, So Over It, Lisa Comfort, but it's just all of the recorded live Sewalongs. We can't find the live one.
Just go onto the home page of So Over It, Irishy.
The home page of So Over It.
Email her the link, yeah. I don't know what you eat. I don't know how to do that either. Anyway, Anna, I've got to, everyone's waiting here to start this.
I'm so sorry.
You know, no, we're not.
Click over so along. Click.
Anna, do you know what I'm going to tell you to do so that we can, I am going to, you need to email info@sewovit.co.uk and Alex will help you, okay?
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Hope to see you. Bye.
She's still there. Anna, go away. My sister, everybody. Hopefully she'll email Alex. Right, we are today making a mobile. Now this is obviously the one we've made already, which was our Monsters mobile, but I wanted to take that idea and make a flower one. So I've got different types of flowers that I'm going to show you how you can make, and I'll just talk you through them now. So we've got this one, which is made from individual petals, and we pinch them together, and then I've sewn a button on in the middle to kind of cover where I've stitched it. This is actually 2 cut out kind of 4-petaled flowers, so they were not separate petals, and I've kind of overlapped them, but with them filling in the gaps. And I've put some sequins in the middle, and then I just cut 2 leaf shapes, and they are on the back. This one is just lots of strips cut and then spiraled into circle and stitched together, and then the same with that one. And then we've also got these ones, which are just flat cut out flower shapes, and then I've used French knots to do the middles. So let me talk you through how I did those. I'm going to get some felt, and we'll start off, let's start off with this one. Let me see if I can just lower you down a bit. Ooh. Anna has been emailed, everyone. Thank you. Gosh, she said she's really embarrassed. I don't know if you could hear what she was saying. But yeah. Okay, is that a bit better? So this is, now it's wonky, isn't it? This is the the kids session. I should have done a proper intro. My sister ruined it all. This is the kids session, how to make a floral mobile, and there are other kids sessions. So if you're just joining us for the first time, we have lots of other ones. You can see them in our live sew along category here on our channel. If you want to see what's coming up, you can also have a look at our schedule. It is in the description box below, but I'm sure Alex will link to it shortly. All of our sew alongs during this lockdown period are free. We don't want to charge anybody, but if you are in a position to donate, then that would be much appreciated. We obviously can't run our company in the normal way at the moment, so any donations are greatly grateful. Greatly appreciated, and thank you to all of you who've been so generous so far and also donated. Right, so we're doing this flower. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up lots of strips like this. So we're just going to cut into strips like that. Now you could go even finer than that. It's completely up to you. Cutting in mid-air. Let's try not to cut through my fingers. Ooh. Okay. There we go. So then what I did is I brought it round and round and round like that. Oops-a-daisy. So it came into a flower shape, and I think I possibly did a little bit, no, it was about that amount. Yeah, it was about that amount. And then I got a needle and I stitched it together. So let's do that together. I'm just going to use some regular thread for this rather than the embroidery thread. So if you're using regular thread, just make sure you use double the thread. So what we're going to do is take a length of thread. We're going to thread it at one end. And then we're going to tie the loose ends together. So like that. And that means our needle can't come out which is a pesky thing that will keep happening. So it's nice just to be sewing with double thread and not worrying about that. So I'm pinching it at the bottom and I'm going to go in and I'm going to go back out. In, out, shake it all about. Okay. I hope everyone had lovely weekends, by the way. Those of you that are regular viewers. I had a very nice relaxing weekend. Ooh, okay, like that. And then for the inside, let's take some pink. And I'm going to take I'm going to make that a narrower strip and not as long, and then do the same. And it's still sunny and shiny. Still, the sun is shining today. Oh, thanks, Kim. Yeah, I am feeling better. I was actually spent most of Saturday in bed. I was worrying actually that I had corona, but I think I was just super run down. I had a little bit of a temperature and I just felt so sleepy, but I just slept most of the day and I felt a lot better yesterday. And then today feeling even better. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the painted flower pots were fun, weren't they? If you want to have a look at those, if you're into all things crafty, on my Lisa Comfort Home channel, there are, I painted some flower pots, so you could do a bit of painting. So I've just done the same. That's like a mini one. I'm going to call this sea urchin flower because I feel like it looks like a little sea urchin. Oh! Okay, so we're now going to put that in the middle, and now, doesn't matter if your stitching is not super neat here, but we're just going to go up into that one, into the middle one, and then we're going to go back down again. So we're going up through to pull it into the center of the other one, like that. Sorry, hopefully you can see. It looks messy now, but once we sort out all our little tassel-y bits, that'll be a nice neat flower. Okay, so just do that a few times like that. Okay, and then I think actually I'm going to cut those down a bit. I think they're a bit longer in that one. I don't know. Let's have a look at that one. Yeah, they're much longer. Would they be better shorter? I think they would. Okay, well we can cut them down once they're stitched in and just pull them up like that. And like so. And then we just trim the ends off. Woo! And we make a mess. So funny, I was putting Jasmine to bed down for her nap, and we came into the room and I'm basically working from there, and it was just like felt bits everywhere because I'd been prepping for this. She's like, Mummy, you made such a mess. I was like, I know, I'll tidy it up. Sorry, Jasmine. Right, okay, let's just cut that off. So that is that one, and I think it was right to cut the shorten it because it does look better. So we've got 2 of those now. Okay, let's have a go at these ones. So what I did, I actually layered together 3 pieces. So what I might do is just cut that. So each flower takes 3 pieces. And so if I just layer, it doesn't matter which way you're layering it, it's because you're just doing it. And then I drew a flower shape. I call this like a star flower. So it's got 5 petals. So imagine if you were drawing a 5-pointed star, but instead of drawing it with triangular points, you're doing them in petal shapes. That helps, sort of that sort of shape. And then I'm going to cut them all out at the same time because it's quicker, but you might want to cut one out at a time. And if you are going to make lots of these ones, why don't you? Ooh, that's moving. Why don't you make a little template, a paper template, and then you've got something that you can draw around to make sure that they're all the same, rather than doing it like this, which is definitely more challenging and is not going to end up as nice a finish. Right, let's just, doing it for speed, guys, doing it for speed. I know this is your fault. We've had to start late. I've no idea. She probably doesn't know how to comment, so we've no idea if she's there. I'll find out afterwards. Okay, that's a bit angular. I don't really want many angles. To be honest, it doesn't need to be perfect. I mean, look at that. That is not perfect, okay? But what we then do is we take that one and then we put that one in over it, but making sure it's trying to get the sort of it in the gap so it's not perfectly aligned. And then we put the next one over it again. So it's kind of, oops, like that. What happened to him? He went a bit wrong, didn't he? I think he must have been at the edge of the felt. Right, so that's essentially the petal shape. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use some embroidery thread and we're going to put a French knot in the middle. So a French knot is an embroidery stitch that is often used for the middle of flowers or the eyes or something if you're embroidering an animal, person. Now I'm going to make them really big by making it double thread. So I've got all the strands of my embroidery thread. I didn't take any of them away. And then I'm doubling that. I've got a nice big knot there, but I'm going to cut that really nice and short so I don't get much of a tail on the end there. Okay, so then, actually I think that's a much nicer side. I'm going to make that the front. There we go. So I'm going to go up through the middle. Oh, this is going to be hard to show you how to do it. Okay, and then, okay, what you need to do, how can I show you this? Where I can hold it. So you need to, if I just put the needle there. Okay, so you wrap, can you see that? You wrap it round 3 times, or maybe 4 times around the needle like that. And then you take the needle and you put it in, back into the felt. And then you just pull that thread through really slowly. And that makes that. So let's do another one next to it so that you can kind of see, you can see that again. So we're coming up and then we are, how did I do it last time? I held it like that. If I hold it like that, and then we're wrapping it round, 1, 2, 3, and then putting the needle into the felt again, so that the knots are kind of on the thread. Now, obviously this is not far from ideal to show you how to do this without a close-up camera or better position, but I'll do one more. But what I could, if you're not quite grasping it from seeing this, then you could have a look on YouTube and there'll be much better demonstrations on how to do these because they're really fab for making flowers. Okay, so 1, 2, so 1, oops, 1, 2, 3, and then in. Okay, and then on the back I'm just going to do a little stitch through my stitching on the back and then I'll just cut that off. Oopsie-daisies, like that. So that's the second flower. Then the other flower that I did, was this one. And I won't make a whole one because it will take too long, but I'll just make a little bit of it so you can see the petal shape that you'll need. So we're trying to make this. I'm gonna get that to stay there. Ta-da! So we are going in with a nice rounded petal shape, but what we don't want to do is we want to keep that end squared off, like that. Okay, so then let's do another one. And it's best with this, you want to have all the petals around the same size. So you could make a template, or you could just cut one and then use that as your template. So then what we're going to do is we're going to pinch them like that, so it looks more petal shaped. And we're going to sew it with another one. Now, what thread have I got on here? I don't want that. I'm going to use some normal thread again, but a double thread. So I'm going to thread it through. There we go. and I'm going to knot those two ends together. Okay, I'm going to start off and I'm going to take just one. So I'm going to pinch them together like that, and I'm just going to sew through that pinch. Oops, daisies. It's going to look, it looks a little bit like a mouse's ear. Oh, could make headbands, guys, out of this. And then I'm going to pinch it again, and then I'm going to overlap it. Okay, like that. And then using the same thread, oops, the problem with double thread is sometimes one thread pulls through and the other doesn't. Oh well, I'll cut that off at the end. And then we're just doing another stitch, and I'm just going to do a couple. And that's how you do it. You carry on going round and round and round like that. And I've used 6 petals. And then to neaten off the middle, I just stitched a button in the middle. Okay? So that's another flower idea for you. And then the last one is this little one. So let's do that one together. So what I did for that one is, looking for some different coloured felt. Don't really have it, never mind. Is I drew what I would call a cartoon flower. So you know, if someone says, or if you're doing Pictionary, when you draw a flower, or if you know that sort of 60s, 70s flower, that kind of thing, you know, with just 4 petals, like a really easy flower. So we're going to do 2 of those. So I'm just folding my felt over, and I am going to just cut round 2 at the same time. Now again, you don't need to do 2 at the same time. You can just do 1, and then use a template, or use that first one to cut out and do another one. Now, mums and dads, bigger sisters and brothers, whoever's going to be potentially helping out with this crafting, this sewing, what you could do is you could prep these shapes. So you could make lots of petals like this, and you could also make lots of bits like this and those bits, and then they can kind of pick and choose and make them up, because the cutting can be quite tricky depending on how old the children are making them. Okay, so then we have got 2 of these. Okay, so again, I've done the same thing that I did with that, in that I've overlapped them in the opposite direction, and then I'm going to pinch them and fold them. So I've almost folded them there in quarters. I've run out of, oh gosh, that was silly, because now I can't thread my needle. Bear with. Oops. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same. Thread the needle, pull it out. Oh, hello, someone's managed to make the first one. Hi, welcome. I'm glad you managed to make the first live. Probably not the same watching this afterwards. It's nice knowing that you're all watching it at the same time and seeing all the comments as they appear. Oops, the daisies. Right, there we go, we're done. Okay, so we need to pin through, pull that thread through. Oops, the daisies. That came through. So we're just going to stitch through like this. Okay. And then if you open it up, it looks like that. Pretty. And then I just went in and put some sequins, and what did I use? Last time I put some silver ones in. Let's go for some green ones. If you buy the little kits from us, they come with all these multicolored sequins. So you can mix it up. In fact, why don't I just do multicolored? I can, so why wouldn't I? So I'm then using the same thread, and I'm just going up through the middle of the sequin, threading it on my needle like that, and popping it down. Whoops, don't want it on the back of the flower. And then Woohoo! We're going to go back in, and then I'm going to put a blue one in as well. Put it in my mouth whilst I come back up with my thread. Okay, like that. Okay, so yeah, this is like not my best sequin sewing, but you know, you get the idea, guys. Okay, so then what we do is with this little flower, I then did some leaves. Now the leaves, I kind of just went with what I thought it should look like. Where is it? There, they're that shape. So I kind of just did a very, again, quite cartoony, did little sort of stubby points of the leaf shape coming out, and I cut 2. So I've just drawn that now on my felt, and now I'm going to cut 2 at the same time. But again, mums and dads, older people who's helping out, you can do the leaf shapes for them. Perhaps you could prep those as well. It's up to you. Oops. He's a bit more, looks a little bit more like devilly. No, it doesn't. That looks okay, doesn't it? And then I just took them, overlapped them like that, put that in like that, and then I stitched them. Oh, I've just thought of another idea. You could make a whole wreath out of these for your door. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? You could just get some something circular, like an embroidery ring or something, and then you could just attach all of these to it, and I think that looked really pretty. Whoops. Okay. You get my gist, guys. You get my gist. So, I've got so many flowers now. I've got all these lovely flowers. Now, I think it looks really nice if you do a combination of big flowers and also little flowers. And I think on a mobile, although actually on this one, no, I've done an odd number. I think 5 would be really nice. 5's always better. I've got this from a, just for outside, and I've just painted it in white emulsion. And then I just got some white normal sewing thread, and I have just hung these. That's what you do, just hang them. So just stitch your thread through and then leave a tail and then tie them at different heights, and that's what will keep it pretty. I'm going to do that, and I'll take a photo for it so you can have a look on the Sew Over at Instagram later today, and you'll be able to see how that's looking. But really simple, and you can you could do whatever you want. So I was saying about a garland I'm just thinking you could make a little, you know, those garlands that sort of are half like half filled. Can you see what I'm trying to do there? Or a very colourful brooch. All the options, guys. Anyway, you can, once you know how to make these flowers, you could do anything with them. You can make hair bubbles out of them. You could stitch them onto clips. You could make cards with them. Really lots of ideas, but I'm going to make a mobile out of mine because I like to put things up in the window and cheer up the village. We have got another one of these up in the window at the moment, so I thought maybe I could put the flowers in just to have a change of window decoration. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I love seeing what you guys are doing from these sew-alongs. We all do, so please don't forget to use the hashtag stay home and sew along, and then we can all follow and see what is being made. Next up at 2 o'clock, guys, we are going to be doing our pajamas. So if you are into sewing already and have a sewing machine, we're going to be making pajama bottoms today. So we're going to be making the trousers, and then we'll be making the elderly top, which is a little bias cut cami, as well on probably a bit of tomorrow's session and also of Saturday's session. So today we'll do from 2 till 3, we'll do as much as we can of the pyjamas, and then we'll finish them off tomorrow at 1 o'clock. But I'll be back next week at 1 o'clock to show you guys some more children's sewing projects, so tune in then. Until then, thanks for joining me and see you soon. Bye.